Everything is visible on the world map, but there are some places that are not visible to our eyes. This remote area, where nature still dominates, is like an illusory dream. Here, unknown secrets are hidden among the rugged nature, places that people have forgotten, but the Earth is carefully preserving. Traveling to this cloudy region means getting acquainted with deep history and illusory stories. Devon Island. Devon Island, located at the northern tip of Canada, is a stunning natural landscape that portrays an impossible lifestyle. The uninhabited and harsh terrain here stretches before the eyes, as if it were part of another planet. The black rock formations and hostile weather create an isolation that makes this place comparable to the appearance of the surface of Mars. This barren beauty has attracted NASA, who have selected it as a test site for Mars. The environment of Devon Island is such that the temperature here can drop to 58 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a challenge for life. But in these harsh conditions, humanity has proven its resilience against adversity. NASA's Houghton Mars project has operated a research station here since 1997, a hub for scientists and engineers to test cutting-edge technology in the region. The island is an ideal place to test rovers and spacesuits. The lessons learned here will not only support the mission to Mars, but also shape the future of space exploration. Devon Island, which has been hidden in the unknown, is becoming an important chapter in human history. North Sentinel Island, a secret place with an area of only 31 square miles, is far from the flow of modern civilization. The inhabitants of this island have a living history that dates back 60,000 years. The Sentinelese are one of the few remaining uncontacted tribes in the world. It is a mysterious place in the context of their isolated life and culture. The Sentinelese have fiercely resisted all attempts to disrupt their way of life. They have built up a strong defense system, and every attempt to communicate has failed. Due to a lack of data, it is difficult to understand the Sentinelese language, culture, and beliefs. Their numbers are now between 50 and 400. Which is constantly decreasing due to the threat of epidemics and diseases, and the Indian government has even declared the island uninhabitable. In 2018, American missionary Alan Chow suffered a tragic end to his life while trying to communicate with the Sentinelese. His death shocked the world, but the isolation of the island and the inhabitants' efforts to preserve themselves have supported him. Sentinelese Island is a traditional route where the modern world has not touched. Seri Island, the life and diversity of the Seri Island volcano. In November 1963, Seri Island, a new volcano, emerged from the frigid waters south of Iceland. Born on a turbulent lip of lava and ash, the island has come together with a multifaceted history of life. Scientists, the discoverers say with a smile, serve as a primary laboratory where the genesis of life on new lands is being tested. Everything that has happened since the formation of Seri has been closely monitored. As the seeds spread by the wind slowly touch the island soil, the hardy plants awaken like powerful pens. The diverse evidence depicts the insect and plant world of the island, which symbolizes the power of nature. For now, Seri Island is considered an ecosystem, where access is strictly limited. Experts confirm that the processes of development here are occurring naturally. Decades of research have brought us unprecedented information that has transformed our world. Unimaginable volcanic dust has given rise to fascinating mosses, and sometimes surprising elements like tomato plants, which are still emerging on this extraordinary island. The unseen beauty of Danakil. The Danakil Depression, located in northeastern Ethiopia, is an unusual and unexplored corner of the world. The temperature here often reaches 120 degrees Fahrenheit, making it the hottest place on Earth. The region is characterized by its extreme unusualness, where nature, despite its inhumanity, reveals some extraordinary beauty. The Danakil Depression is located about 410 feet below sea level, making it one of the lowest places in Africa. This physical beauty and scientific structure again captivate the fascination here. The transparent white salt flats reveal evidence of the evaporation of ancient lakes. The landscape here, illuminated by its salt mines, are completely illuminated. Not only that, but the Danakil Depression, despite its hellish conditions, also hides the possibility of extraordinary life. The hot sodium and mineral springs here produce tolerant microorganisms for the animal world. These microorganisms are able to withstand pressures and temperatures that are lethal to most life. This rare environment attracts the attention of scientists because they believe that it can provide information about the origin of life and the possibility of life in other unusual environments. The Danakil Depression is not just a geographical location, but also provides one of the largest identifications of the dangerous face of the Earth. Here, its kaleidoscopic colors, poisonous fumes, and soft lava grains give a new life to the landscape. The physical and chemical activities of this region give the idea of a possible time and place for a separate life. The history and mysteries of Pitcairn Island. The Pitcairn Islands, an isolated British territory in the South Pacific, are shrouded in mystery. With only 50 inhabitants, it is known as one of the most isolated communities in the world. The island's history is linked to the infamous Bounty Mutiny, when disgruntled sailors overthrew Captain William Bligh in 1789. The mutiny was a story of courage, rebellion, and a search for a new life. The mutineers fled to Tahiti, and then, oddly enough, relocated to Pitcairn Island. A deep-sea island, it is like a strange dream amidst the setting sun in the southern sky. The island's native inhabitants include descendants of those mutineers who have lived in isolation for centuries. When the island's population reached 233 in 1937, it seemed to be on the rise, but recent horrific events have cast a dark shadow over it. The community has been embroiled in a sex abuse scandal in recent decades, which has caused deep crisis within their society. In 2024, 6 men were convicted on charges that have opened a new chapter in the culture and traditions of this isolated society. However, the history of the Pitcairn Islands and its literary heritage have taken on a different form in the context of the creation of the Maracaibo, which speaks of the challenges and contradictions of humanity's Snake Island. Brazil's deadliest mystery. Snake Island, located off the coast of Brazil, is a mysterious and deadly place. This island, also known as Ilha Cada Grande, is the center of a secluded animal world. It is home to its incredibly venomous but beautiful golden lancehead pit viper. This unique snake is one of the most venomous animals in the world. The lush forests and sandy coastline of Snake Island present a pleasant scene, but behind this beautiful environment lies a fearsome one. The number of golden lanceheads here is estimated at 2,000 to 4,000. Their venom is so deadly that a single bite on a human body can cause a fatal attack within an hour. The island's venomous snakes have been in isolation for thousands of years, so their characteristics and behavior are not seen anywhere else. As a result, researchers have been able to study them in a fascinating way. But the island is impenetrable to the general public. Snake Island is not only famous for its snakes, but also for the local folklore associated with it. The gruesome death of a lighthouse keeper and his family in the early 20th century still haunts the minds of the locals. It is said that they were bitten by snakes. The Brazilian Navy maintains a permanent ban on the island to protect its security. Only a few expert researchers are allowed to study the golden lancehead snake in its natural habitat. However, the unknown and dangerous place remains a mysterious symbol for local and international tourists. Although Snake Island is not accessible, its venomous snakes and mysterious environment capture the imagination of people. Here is a clear representation of the great wonder and danger of nature, its story throughout the centuries. The mysterious nature of Mount Sarisarinama. Mount Sarisarinama, in the remote southern part of Venezuela, is unique in many ways. Standing amidst the jungle, this mountain, with its sheer cliffs and flat peaks covered in lush vegetation, has become a mysterious place. The nature here seems to sing the song of an ancient time, where the beauty of the vegetation and the tranquility of the mountains combine to create a wonderful scene. The mysteries hidden within this mountain are a great spiritual place for the indigenous UN people. For them, Mount Sarisarinama is a sacred place, where they believe the spirits of their ancestors continue to live. But to the outside world, this mountain remains largely unknown, a combination of ancient and modern. In 1970, Venezuelan scientists recovered some of the mountain's findings from a small plain. A huge sinkhole, more than 1,000 feet deep and 1,000 feet wide, attracted scientists. They have bravely returned to the unknown jungle, which is about to be part of a strange exploration. This sinkhole was not just a place, but a home to a complex ecosystem. Research has shown that these sinkholes create a unique environment for life with cool humidity. The flora and fauna here have adapted to the cave environment, and some of the very deep sinkholes have created their own microclimate. This diversity of sinkholes has opened a new window through discovery in science, connecting ancient history and modern biology. The Sarisarinama Mountains are therefore not just a geography, but a research area, where the ancient and the modern meet. It marks the world from a spiritual perspective, and with ecological importance through meaningful research. Here, the combination of nature and culture tells an eternal story that is a source of inspiration for future generations. The everyday nature of the McDonald Islands. Located in a corner of the Indian Ocean, the McDonald Islands and the Herdsman Islands are like two contrasting chapters. Sudden volcanic eruptions and strong winds have taken these Australian coasts beyond the laws of nature. Human settlement of this place is a monument to the incapacity of nature. In the blockade of nature, a kind of water surrounds the edges of the islands. Among the scattered rocky lands on its coast, a large colony of penguins can be seen, where huge rock formations and branches of the Mary tree hang like lovers. The peaks, whose heads touch the sky with their snow-capped peaks, create a truly heavenly scene. In the ephemeral appearance of the McDonald Islands, the mountains and the land have acquired great hardness due to the touch of volcanic lava. Here, the cold wind with the sound of a murmur declares war on the vast southern ocean. The glaciers flowing on the plains of this land have created a vibrant fauna, from which waterfowl such as seals and cats can find refuge. Meanwhile, the pastoral island is in a crisis of existence, violating the laws of nature. The potential of the waterfall is revealed in the midst of the captivating natural scenery on the ice-covered shore. Although the breeze of this island is always calm, the roar of the rapid waves can sometimes be heard there, which is like anarchy. Hidden behind the islands is a deadly determination with life and livelihood. There are also signals of danger hidden in the darkness of the sea. However, the unbroken life in nature reminds us that beauty and grandeur prevail even in the midst of crisis. The McDonald Islands are a world of their own, intertwined with images of volcanoes and tranquility. The richness and challenges of the Javari Valley. The 33,000 square miles of the Val del Javari Amazon rainforest hide a stunning natural world, untouched by modern civilization. In this rich region, which has become a rural area, the indigenous people who live there have chosen to live in isolation. They are determined to preserve their traditions and culture. The tribes in the Javari Valley have depended on the forest for centuries for their sustenance and spiritual well-being. They are skilled hunters and gatherers, using ancient weapons such as bows and arrows. Their deep knowledge of forest biodiversity guides them as they navigate the forest floor. But in recent decades, the Javari Valley has faced internal and external threats. Illegal loggers, miners, and poachers have begun to encroach on ancestral lands. These activities are exploiting the rich resources of the forest and endangering the ancient way of life of the tribals. It is the need of the hour to take necessary steps to preserve this endangered treasure of nature and primitive culture. The secret life of the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench, the deepest trench in the world, is a marvel immersed in the forbidding darkness of the Pacific Ocean. It is nearly 36,000 feet deep, so deep that Mount Everest could fit entirely inside its trench. The water pressure inside this trench is more intense than anything on Earth, equivalent to the weight of 50 jumbo jets, each exerting a huge pressure on the human body. The dark insects of this place, including the single-celled organism Xenophyophores, roam the bottom of the trench, where the invisible Mariana snailfish easily navigates. It is clear that life is thriving in this strange and harsh environment, proving a beautiful blend of nature's strangeness and ingenuity. The presence of scalding hydrothermal vents makes this trench a special chamber for life. These vents provide a haven for animals and microbes, which thrive in the depths of the ocean, forming a surprisingly harsh environment. Although highly specialized technology is not common to enter the trench, it has only recently been made possible by a few adventurous individuals. This time, a milestone in history was marked by film director James Cameron, who in 2012 became the first person to reach the bottom of the Mariana Trench in a solo dive. His expedition was powered by the dangerous, impenetrable darkness to capture unprecedented footage. It has provided a rare window into the boundaries of the Earth, which everyone thought was impossible. By entering the depths of the Mariana Trench, we are creating a new point of view for our daily lives. It is an unknown but seminal step for humanity, where every creature helps to break free from the limitations of human thought. The life that has developed in that abyss gives us infinite news about the existence of life. Indeed, the depths of mortality prove to us that life is much more mysterious and diverse than us. Hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it. You can give your valuable opinion in the comments which place you found the most mysterious and exciting. To get such mysterious and exciting videos, subscribe to our channel and stay with us. See you in the next video. Stay well and stay healthy. Thank you.